Train passing by. Okay, so this is a general video I'm doing about the customs I made. Hold on, I don't know if you can hear it, but anyways, so basically I do most shells. I try to avoid chassis. There's a huge reason that I avoid the chassis. I'm gonna take this sample right here. I wanted to create some 8 months ago. I tried to create some chassis, but I discovered the weakest point of the chassis or the design is this post right here, or this running board, little tiny piece right over here. It's a very thin part, both sides, that will break. If I orient this way, it will be a weakest point right here. Talking about even if I use PETG, it will eventually break, not recommended. So that's the reason I focus on shells and faces. I try to avoid at all cost. We can do this with resin. Resin is strong. This is a strong part, but I don't recommend. For example, the arm you can play with, but you cannot or should not hang this or play with this. I mean, kids will, toddlers, especially toddlers, they love to, you know, grab the model by the arm and destroy it. But back to this part, we can orient it this way. This will be the strongest point because we have the filament going this way, so it's stronger. But still, with filament, there is a big possibility that it will break. And another problem I discovered is housing. If I do make this screw housing right here, it will strip the housing actually. The thread will destroy, the screw will make a thread and destroy it, make it wobble. Maybe one time you can use it, but it will be 1 or 2 times, that's it. And imagine if I paint this filament model, it will be I mean, your work is gone. So that's one of the reasons I try to avoid at all cost doing chassis. But like I say, there is a better option. Talking about this, I finally, this is for Revolution. But one thing I didn't like it is this finished part right here. I didn't like this. I know Trackmaster Revolution, it looks fat. I tried to make for old style, which is allows me to have skinnier body, but that will be for our next video or something. So back to here, we have the same problem. Once we start doing this, removing this from the chassis, it will strip out this hole and make it useless, unusable. So I about to install some metal inserts. That way we can reuse it hundreds and thousands of times, and we will not have the problem. So this is Wilbert. In this case, I partially fixed that problem we had before, because I tried to avoid, you know, I don't like to have this finish on one side. I like to make it the best possible finish on this model. I could actually print it in 45 degrees, but it will have this problem. This model right here, I mean this little part, it will break. It will break soon. The corners will chip. and I don't want to have that model broken. I don't like to have something that I work and then eventually will look really bad with a chipped piece. Same here. Besides that, the idea was also, so I orient this this way. So the only little tiny area is this, that it does have some sort of lines. I'll try to fix that later on, trying to figure out how to make it smoother. So the idea is to have these, since I don't have or own a multicolor printer, but still this is a two-color part. It is one single piece. It's not glued. The only thing I glued was this, the back of this buffer, but it's still in the process, working on the process. I also tried to make, because I don't like to have, when I try and test myself the painting. It's another nightmare when you're doing lining. This I did on purpose. I tried to cover the whole area. As you can see right here, the paint drips a little bit. So I decided to go ahead and cover all the rest, but I stopped it right there so we could see the difference. Didn't like it. So we can do just one little line here, and it might work. I'm not really steady hand. But seeing this problem, I tried to make something. Here is a test part that it, remember, I don't own a multicolor printer. So basically is the railing or the handrail. You can just insert it into the part. See that right there? And then we will not have to deal with that nasty lining. See, it should look better. With individual printed parts. This is the test I do. I'm gonna run another test. Maybe it works. Otherwise, I will just leave it as it is, like that, and then we just paint lining. Also have. Because previously, I remember I do this. When I do this on Rush, I sometimes I just continue making more and more. So I did this before. We have these vinyls, and I've been thinking to maybe create the vinyls and make it available. So just the customer just put the vinyl in it, and not the if I make the lining on the model, actually we have problems with finish, because I like to be I mean, I'm really picky. I like to have very smooth lining. In this case, it's resin. Resin gives us much better, but the problem is really expensive. Better finish, better lining. We don't have to worry about the filament. But anyways, I'm still working on this idea to make this vinyls included with the set. Sometimes I try to avoid a lot. We have what do you call this? A lot of things going on. Okay, there's 16. Remember, these are for Revolution. Revolution is another underestimated motorized drive unit or everything. If we wanted to create something, I know a lot of people hate everything after Trackmaster 1 Revolution. We can actually swap this kind of wheels, or just leave it like so, and then use any Revolution chassis. for this. I know it looks fat, but remember the latest Trackmaster or Thomas toys, they look really horrible. They look worse than the Trackmaster Revolution. But anyways, so same problem with these. I don't like how they look sometimes. I know I could print it this way, 45-degree angle, and don't have this problem. But still, we have a lot of problems with these chipped corners. I mean, this is a weakest point of the shell, this part right here. But as you can see here, it looks really nice. I also did something that a lot of people don't realize. If we have and try to do hazard stripes here, try to paint yourself, oh man, you can't get that done. Let's take a look at this sample. Let me try to illustrate what I'm trying to say. Let's say I want to paint stripes on my model. It might look, in my opinion, it might look okay, but see how the paint starts dripping all over the layer lines right there. And if you continue, imagine I made this available and you continue having this model and you work and sand and did a lot of work to get to this, and at the end you have this striped really bad finish. It's just a sample, but take a closer look at the layer lines. Even if we sand it, sanding is another problem. It takes many hours to get the sanding, but the problem is you could sand some flat areas, it might look good, but how about these tiny areas where you need to use go around the all these little parts, or this area right here? How are you gonna sand this? And when you paint it, it will look really bad. You can't get there. That's the reason I try to print in the final color, so we avoid the problem, because sanding, it's a nightmare, and painting, it leaves you I think I give you I illustrated the other day, it leaves a really bad finish. So to solve the problem with the stripes, because if I want to paint the stripes here, I mean, it will look really hard and impossible to finish. So I solved the problem. It is printed with the stripes, talking about 16. Stripes are there, ready to go. Remember, again, this is for Trackmaster Revolution. So it is easy, simple. So we just need to source one revolution, swap the wheel, and we have a nice 16. Again, the same with 16 is I want to print the lining. That's what we're gonna do with this yellow lining with for 16, and the number 16 for the boiler, and then we are going to have a nice close to finish, because I don't want to give you or pass to you the whole process or problem. I mean, I could make these shells available for at low cost, but at what cost? Actually, it's to the buyer. The buyer will suffer the consequences. Maybe you can spend, if you are experienced, probably you could spend a week to sand and smooth out the parts for a filament finished model. And then the paint, is the problem. Once you start painting, it will mess up your week of work, or maybe you can spend 2 weeks or a month, who knows. But trying to not create more problems to, I know it's 3D printing it's more available, but the problem is still there. I could create these shells, a single color shell, let's say a single color shell, but it will look really bad. Again, I don't try to make the chassis for, let's say, for the flat drive unit or for Trackmaster 1 just to look good. The problem is there's a weakest point again. Again, I could say I could print it in resin. Resin is better and stronger, but the filament, the weakest point is right here. It will break really easy right here. This area right here, and here and here. Even if I try to do it, I'm gonna try to create one of these just to show you, but that's the reason I try to avoid it, because I know how to weak filament parts are. I mean, in these thin walls, for shells are strong. I could force this, see right there, bend it, it will not break. It's because the orientation, how I oriented the part, it will not break. It will bend, yes, but it will not break. But in this case, the chassis, I'm really worried if I make this. We have the problem of stripping screws. It will strip the housing, and eventually it will break this tiny area. I have repaired probably a lot of videos showing that this is the weakest part of the original molded model. I mean, over the years, eventually it will get weaker and break from the original. I think it's called injection molding. But again, going back to filament, I definitely don't want to create. But just for the purpose of the test, I will show you. Same I did with the flip face flippers or tabs. They break really easy, even if I use PETG. The only way to orient this and make it maybe stronger is this way. So it will make stronger part. But I don't think this way. It creates a weak point on these areas. But that's for another video. But I'll show you my finds later.